Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome along to the JN Sports Complex for our first afternoon session of the Commonwealth Games Lawn Bowls program, and some very, very good matches coming your way too. This match between New Zealand and Northern Ireland has quite a bit of significance in the overall standings of Section A of the women's pairs competition, and I'm sure that we are going to be set for a very, very big clash indeed. The weather, there's a little breeze coming in at the moment, but it's still very warm and very humid. 32 degrees, 91% humidity, and the breeze is just fluttering a little bit, taking the edge off the heat. The England and Welsh team, or the England team in spectator-wise, and the Malta team just to our left are really enjoying this bit of a breeze at the moment under the umbrellas. There's the shot, the main stadium in the background, and just one of our greens here, and having a look over this wonderful complex. Having a look at the matches to come on rink 1 on green 1 today in just a moment. The New Zealand-Northern Ireland women's pairs match. That's a Group A match. That'll be followed by women's singles, the first singles of the competition, a Group A match between Botswana and Norfolk Island. Carmen Anderson, who has been a medalist at the Commonwealth Games, featuring in that match for Norfolk Island. And the women's singles Group A, Guernsey and Malaysia, rounds out the program this evening. This match, New Zealand and Northern Ireland, as I mentioned, has so much significance, not so much for Northern Ireland, but certainly for New Zealand in the scheme of things. As we've mentioned a few times, that the winner of each section will go straight through to the semi-final. Second and third place teams will go into the semi-final playoffs, effectively the quarterfinals of the women's pairs competition. A very strong team, Manu Timoti, who is the lead, and also Jan Khan, who is the skip. They will guide the New Zealand women's pairs team through today. And a very strong combination. They're currently running second in the competition with 6 wins and 3 losses for 12 points, but there are 5 teams on 12 points. Donna McCloy is the lead for Northern Ireland, and the skip is Jennifer Dowd. I'm Mike Rabbit, and welcome along to the women's pairs match. Joining me in commentary this afternoon, all the way from England, Simon Holt. Simon, once again, lovely to have your company. And as I mentioned a couple of times, this match has a great deal of significance in the scheme of things for New Zealand as we watch the players complete their second end of warm-up.
Yes, very much so. They've been having a good run, won 6 of their 9 matches, and they come into the match. I was just speaking to them just now, and they were in a fairly confident frame of mind. They're enjoying themselves here in New Delhi. Quite long days. I was saying it takes, if they play a night match and then the first match the following day, that is the toughest call, because it's the distance involved in getting from the athletes' village from there to the complex, and then late at night it can be midnight gone before they're sort of tucked up and ready to rest. You know, that's what they say is the biggest problem, the night match followed by a morning match.
Very much so. As we mentioned, over 30-degree mark, and only a little bit of breeze here at the moment. Tough conditions for the players and spectators. To give you an idea how close Section A is, there are 5 teams on 12 points. Australia head the section, New Zealand, Namibia, Zambia and South Africa. New Zealand are in second position. To give you an idea how close that is, they are both on 12 points with Australia, as I mentioned. Sets won, 13.5. Sets different, 9. And it's only the shot differential, Australia with a plus 80 and New Zealand with a plus 67, separates these sides. So this afternoon section, all those teams, except for Namibia, who have played their 10 games, are playing, and we will know at around 3:30, 3:45 today, who will go through directly to the semi-finals and who will go through effectively to the quarterfinals.
Yes, we're just reaching that stage now, Mike, where things are getting a bit exciting as this sectional play draws towards an end. We'll soon be into that semi-final phase. We've got the singles beginning a little bit later today. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. The women's and men's singles, some very good players indeed taking part. So the whole tournament is about to really hot up.
This is rink 1, which has its own characteristics, which we'll see, I'm sure, throughout the preceding 2 sets. Each team plays 2 sets, and if it's a set-all, they'll go to a 3-end tie-break, cumulative shot tie-break. And if it's clear-cut, or a team wins a set and has a draw in the second set, well, the team that wins that set on their own will win the match.
And New Zealand have been involved in a couple of tie breaks during this competition. They've lost them both. So it might not be in their favour if it goes that far. Northern Ireland have been involved in 3 tie breaks, winning 2 and losing 1.
Northern Ireland winning the toss, and our umbrella has just disappeared over the horizon as the breeze is a little bit stronger than first thought. And now it has created a certain amount of glare, I can tell you. We're all good. We're still here. And we're underway in this women's singles, pairs match, I should say, between New Zealand and Northern Ireland. New Zealand opening the account, and Manu Tamati, a very good opening bowl. Donna McCloy, just past the head, and that's a very good bowl as well. Here we are trying to rectify our situation up here. Simon is doing a wonderful job rescuing the umbrella, along with a little bit of help from some of the spectators. And that is the first decent puff of breeze that we've had since the opening day of competition, I can guarantee you. It is really sticky, and the insects are just extraordinary as Manu Tamati draws the first shot. That's a wonderful bowl indeed. I didn't know you were so handy.
I've just turned rigger in the last couple of minutes. The conditions here in New Delhi have been very benign indeed throughout this tournament, but we have got a few gusts of wind this afternoon, and they are most welcome. In fact, notwithstanding that they can sometimes take away the parasols which protect us from the sun. It was a great bowl.
Manu Tamati. Yeah, we are. Just
well done.
And the New Zealand lead, Manu Tamati, on the mark straight away. And Donna McCloy.
Come on, you're trying. Come on, Donna. Come on.
The McCloys feature prominently in the Northern Ireland team.
They do. Donna's husband, Gary, has been playing in the men's pairs, and, well, you may have seen him and Ian McClure having a couple of battles with us, and a very good team they are. And they fight for every bowl, don't they? Every bowl and every shot. They're an interesting pairing to watch. Usually they play at separate venues, Donna and Gary, different events, men and women separated. They're from Ballymoney, and both Jennifer and Donna play at the Ballymena Bowling Club, and they'd like to say a big hello to everyone back home. This is Jan Khan, the skip for New Zealand. She comes from quite a celebrated bowling dynasty, does Jan Khan. Her mother, Millie, was a regular for New Zealand, and indeed also in the Commonwealth Games. And with sister Marina, in the 2006 games at Melbourne, they won the pairs bronze. So amazing family dynasty, the Comms and bowling.
And hopefully a little bit later on we might be able to show you some little bit of lucky charms that New Zealand have at their bags, or just in front of their bags at the end they're bowling from at the moment.
Yes, she's got some mascots with her, which are very important to her because they were first given to her mother, who handed them down to her.
Yeah, good bowl from Jennifer Dowd. There they are.
And if you squeeze the belly of one of them, I can't remember which one it was now, it plays out the hacker.
Yeah, it might be the one that's wearing the rugby shirt.
But Jan says she takes them everywhere. Whenever she's playing internationally, they're always there at rinkside. Her mother passed away a few years ago, and means a great deal to her.
Yes, that would be intimidating in the game of lawn bowls if the New Zealand team break into the haka first up.
I think that would be superb, actually. It would certainly liven things up a bit.
Be intimidating if it was a final or something.
If the women's pairs strode out to the middle of the rink and performed the haka.
Well, I don't know whether it is the haka is traditionally a male scenario because it's the war cry going into battle and whatever. And when the All Blacks, their rugby team, their great rugby team, playing international, they perform the haka, and I think everyone else enjoys it as much as the players. It's fantastic and intimidating. I know Australia's rugby team got into an awful amount of strife one year where they turned their back on the haka, which was so offensive in traditional terms, and it created so much bad press.
Right.
Consequently, Australia got smashed that day.
You see that. The spirits were against them for sure.
There is the first end completed.
And it's 2 to Northern Ireland. The pairing of Donna McCloy and Jennifer Dowds.
Yeah, Northern Ireland in 9th position, 3 wins, 6 losses, and only on 6 points. But we've seen quite often within the Commonwealth Games Lawn Bowls program that the so-called lesser lights, those that are down the table a little bit, have caused some serious upsets. Now, this game is so important to New Zealand in the scheme of things that they will be desperate to win this, but Northern Ireland away to a very good start, leading 2-0.
You're trying.
Stop, Brenda.
Right, guys. That's very good.
You may notice a fern emblem on the New Zealand strip here, and they always wear that emblem travelling abroad. It's supposed to signify, well, it's there to give them protection.
Yes, it's the symbol of sporting life in New Zealand as well. The All Blacks wear it, the Silver Ferns wear it, the great netball team. Most of the New Zealand sides will have the Silver Fern. The nickname for the New Zealand Lawn Bowls team is the Blackjacks.
Stand your ball, Manu. Still here. Last ball's Jack level.
Manu Timoti works as a judge's PA at
Come on, big boy.
the Whangarei
All the way,
Maori
Manu.
Land Court, Law Court.
Good ball. Okay. All right. Yep. Only that much. Here it
Yeah,
is.
3 of the 5 bowls past the head. which is a pretty good start for these leads.
Very good. Well played.
Yeah, mate. 2 inches behind. Jack is now. Same shot.
It's a lovely delivery from Manu Tamodi. Just a very traditional style, uncomplicated.
Good bowls, mate.
Here's the changeover. Speaking to the girls just now, although conditions are hot here, they say it's nothing like as bad as it was during the test event in Delhi. It was absolutely sweltering. They're managing very well in the conditions.
3 seconds.
And at that test event, we understand that, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Northern Ireland, was it both sides had players go down, and the coaches had to fill in, go downhill.
Yeah, Janice McKenna and Sally McGarrell, the Northern Ireland coach, stepped in and played for their respective teams. And it does take a while to adjust to life, the different food and everything here in India. We've had our own problems, obviously, within the confines of the broadcasting crew and everything, but that's a beautiful bowl from Jenny Dowd.
Yeah, something similar. We touch on it.
In actual fact, that was Jane Khan, I should say. This is Jennifer Dowd.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, stay there, mate. You get a touch on the jacks, good. You're in there, it's even better.
Here it is, the bowl from Jan Khan. Lovely bowl indeed. Now she's just after this blue bowl.
The ball!
If she can knock that out, well, she holds shot. Only the one though.
She was looking for the second there, wasn't she? She just got the other side.
You might be able to pick up the 34. That would probably indicate that she was the 34th lawn bowler to represent her country. It's a big thing in cricket if you become a test player. I know in Australia, I think even now in England, you will actually get a number which signifies the where you sit in the pecking order, those that have played for your country. And I'm pretty certain that would be the scenario here with Jan Khan, that she would have been the 34th player picked. Very experienced player. Just not going to reach the head. That was the last bowl. I think they'll settle for that.
Yeah, they'll settle for one. And so that is 2-1 to Northern Ireland.
There's the little Kiwi flag. So we've seen a change of tactics here. When Northern Ireland won that first end, they elected to retain the mat. Now New Zealand win the end and have done what most of the men's sides do, that is give away the mat. So they'll get last bowl. Yesterday, New Zealand defeated India, and Northern Ireland lost to Norfolk Island.
Come on.
Nine's good.
And this will be the last match of the Commonwealth Games for 2010 for Northern Ireland in the women's pairs.
And the New Zealand coach was saying to me that she certainly hopes it won't be the last game for her two girls. Oh, good ball from Timoti. Picks up the jack.
Good line, mate. Went through 60. Good, man.
And another fine reply from Donna McCloy.
One down, you're still in there, mate. Pull a jack or sit the ball.
Very good, mate. Well played.
And make through.
Up.
Gives the Timoti bowl a little nudge there, one roll over.
Yeah, you'd think the only way that New Zealand won't be taking part in the elimination phase of this tournament if Zambia and South Africa happen to win, and they're playing at the same time as New Zealand right now, and New Zealand lose. That could change the standings a little bit.
You played a honey.
Another fine bowl, and Jan Khan punches the air. Really delighted with her teammate there. Not great bowling here in this third end.
Brilliant.
So now the changeover.
Gee, that was a good bowl. Under a little bit of pressure there. Okay, it's the Leeds, but the Leeds have got to give your skip the start that they want, and Manu Timoti has certainly done that. And the pressure now back to Jenny Dowd. A little bit of pace.
Could take the jack. Oh, well, it's knocked out one of those Timoti bowls.
And Jan Khan will go to the backhand side. If she can get on the jack, she can just drag it back a little bit. She's got two sitting at the back. It's got to turn quickly. It's not going to, but you never know. That may very well come into the count if it stays on a little later, if she can trail one through. Going to be a bit narrow this time. She could even promote that bowl. She has, but I just think it's gone out of the range. But again, Jan Khan has got a chance here. Now, she'd love to kiss this jack. She's not going to. Well, she may have even promoted the Northern Ireland bowl to shot bowl. To measure.
This ball just needs rolled over once.
She's picked it up.
Yeah, she certainly has.
Don't know whether she's got shot though. It's a very difficult angle to tell. There's three bowls that could be in the mix there. And Jan Khan is going to go down and have a look. She'd hate to, from that angle, be able to determine who's holding a shot bowl.
girls were just saying the greens here, the synthetic greens, just running a little slow. Certainly a bit slower than in New Zealand, which is a country renowned for fast bowling greens. And in New Zealand it's a slightly thicker weave and the bowls glide over the surface a little bit more easily, whereas it's a little bit softer here.
Yes, the Kiwis probably would have greens that would run somewhere between 16 and 20 seconds, which is very quick. They've probably brought different weighted bowls, facing ones that may draw a little bit more at the end of their run, as Jan Khan is trying to do here. Can she get the shot? I just think she needed another 2 or 3 rolls, so this is very, very close. The test event they played in April was very important for them to decide what sort of equipment to bring to New Delhi. I'm talking to Richard Gervin, who is the skip of the New Zealand triples. He was saying that they were looking at different type of bowls, maybe bigger drawing bowls, but I don't think we've seen any bowls that have been absolutely dramatic drawers that get to the end of their run and then just dive very sharply. I think they're a very true green, although this one has had a few problems, specifically where those bowls are lying there now. There seems to be a ridge that every now and then your bowl will straighten. This is very tight, this measure. That might be the shot bowl, is it?
The dark bowl with the red disc, Timoti. Oh, what do we got?
We've got the umpires.
Still 2. 1 has been excluded.
Well, I think that was a Northern Ireland bowl. This is Reg Briggs from New Zealand, Papakura RSL, renowned for its seafood. How did I know that? Reg told me. Actually, I can't lay claim to it. Our young floor manager did a wonderful job of getting all that information for us.
Well, this is one of the longest measures we've seen so far during this.
Took Reg a while to get down there too.
He's got to get up yet. So that's Timoti's bowl there, and the blue bowl of McCloy's, Northern Ireland.
Oh.
One bowl was taken out. Do you think that was a shot, or was it excluded, do you think? We don't know.
I'll wait for the judge's decision. Well, he's given that. That's an indication that that when he flicked that red bowl out, that was shot to New Zealand.
1 to New Zealand after all of that, and that levels the scores.
Impressed with all bowlers so far. The skips, Jenny Dowd has played some beautiful shots, so has Jan Khan, and the leads haven't been too far away, as indicated by Donna McCloy's first bowl. That is right on the money.
And marked as a toucher.
Big boy, run this. Come on. Come on.
This isn't far away.
Spring it.
And an excellent bowl again from Manu Timoti.
Doesn't get much better than that. 2 great bowls from the leads to open this fourth end.
Stay there, Manu. Slip past. Look the line there. It would have come round. It was only the weight.
You'll snap 2 hours on that, be good.
Yes, Manu. Yep. Don't mind if you're back in here. Anywhere in here.
So Jan Khan about to, or rather Manu Timoti, with her next bowl here.
Another beautiful bowl here from Manu Timoti, back behind the jack. Playing superb bowls here, the ladies at the moment. So big bowl here for Jennifer Dowd. To the forehand. They're down by 1, Northern Ireland at the moment. Not by much. Oh, super bowl. Just trailing the jack through the kiss off Manu Timoti's bowl. And that is absolutely beautiful. Just having a look at the replay here. Just a little wick off the shot bowl, trailing it through. And that looks like a couple to Northern Ireland. I'm joined by the skipper of the New Zealand men's triples team and a great bowler, the bowls coordinator of the Nelson Bay Bowling Club, Richard Girvan. Richard, welcome along. A very important game for the women's pairs.
Certainly is, Mike. Thanks very much. Very nice to be here.
Unfortunately, you'd like to go a little bit deeper in the competition.
Certainly very disappointing for us. Yesterday against the Aussies, they played too good for us. So we're on the sidelines from here on in.
You might be able to give us a little bit more of information. We were just talking about the green running probably around that 12-second mark. How have the teams adjusted to this carpet surface and the pace?
Look, I think all the teams have adjusted okay, especially the Northern Hemisphere countries. They generally play on this type of speed of green, so you know they're going to be very tough to beat, and you know our girls are up against it here for sure.
It's a very, very tight group, Section A, 5 teams on 12 points. They would love to win this in straight sets, given the fact if they happen to drop this match, Zambia and South Africa win, puts New Zealand under enormous pressure to go through to the next part.
Well, it'll make it very tough for them if both South Africa and Zambia win. So a very important game here for the girls. They need to win this to progress.
Northern Ireland a little bit further down in 9th position, but they have played some very, very good bowls here so far.
Well, they've started off very well. That was a fantastic bowl from the Northern Ireland skipper to rest that jack through from Manu's bowl.
New Zealand with the 2 best backwoods, you can see there, the red bowl and the one just in front of it. Jan Khan. I think she's got it. What a beautiful shot. That's a great bowl from... Well, that's just going through from Jennifer. There's Jan. We asked a question before, and I had a stab in the dark, probably. The number on the cap, does that signify the entry point as to, is Jan the 34th representative in lawn bowls for her country?
She's the 34th female player to play for New Zealand. Yeah, that's the significance of those numbers, and they're obviously important to the individual players. So we have them on our caps.
What number have you got on yours?
Mine's 96.
So do I take from that the women, as far as internationals are concerned, probably started a little bit after the men?
They started quite a lot later than the men players.
There has been a lot of talk about the Athletes Village. Talking to Andrew Todd, your lead, and yourself, you have been reasonably impressed. I think there was a lot of hard work done by the New Zealand contingent as well.
We were the first team that was to arrive in the village for New Zealand, and unfortunately our entry was delayed by a few days, but our guys did a fantastic job in getting our accommodation sorted out up to scratch, and you know, it's very comfortable for us here. It's been fantastic.
We'll come back to that in just a moment, Richard. New Zealand pick up another shot, and now they go to a 3-2 lead in this first set. Lawn bowls is a sport that's not synonymous with India. This complex here, could you see, first of all, your impressions of the complex?
Well, they've done a great job for a country that probably knew nothing about lawn bowls prior to this Games. We were here in April for a test event. The greens have improved remarkably since that event, a little bit quicker, and you know, it's some of the rinks are still a little bit tricky, but all in all, it's a fantastic venue, and I think India will certainly look to take bowls on now and develop their players similar as to Malaysia.
Now, apparently, according to the Kiwis, rink 7 on green 2 is an absolute no-no for the rest of the tournament.
It's been a tough rink for us. Nothing wrong with the rink. We just haven't been able to get a win on it, unfortunately. A bogey rink for us.
Richard, have you played on rink 1 here?
No, I haven't.
There seems to be, we haven't seen it so far, as another beautiful bowl there from Manu Tamodi. Going this way, on the backhand side, there seems to be a little ridge, and every now and then you get in that ridge and it straightens up. And talking to you before we came away to the Commonwealth Games, you said that on a couple of occasions, a couple of rinks, that scenario can happen, so there might be a little bit of irregularity under the carpet.
Yeah, you can see little ridges here and there on certain rinks, which is unfortunate, but same for both teams, so just got to try and avoid those where possible.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been speaking, we haven't seen one team, and there has been some serious deviations. Not one team or a person has blown up and said, what is going on here? Everyone knows they've got to play with it.
Well, that's right. At this level, you know, you've just got to turn up and play the rink you've been given. You know, players just tend to get on with it here. So it's pretty important that you try and keep it out of your mind, the straightness.
Has it been a different surface from Melbourne? Melbourne was grass, obviously, as compared to coming to a synthetic surface, but I should imagine most of world bowls now is played on synthetic surface, especially indoors.
Well, there's two different competitions, I suppose. There's the PBA, which is predominantly indoor, and then there's the normal world bowls, which is outdoor. This is the first international event I've played on other than the test series in April on an artificial green.
What would you prefer?
Look, I prefer the grass greens. That's the traditional surface that we play on. Melbourne was probably a similar speed to this. So speed-wise it's the same, but just different surface.
Manu Tamodi, again, an excellent bowl. The leads are playing very, very well. For New Zealand lawn bowls, a little bit of a struggle since Melbourne. There was some talk that there might have been some reduction in funding and whatever.
Well, of course, all the funding is predominantly performance-based, and that's across the board for all sports. Fortunately, you know, we had a fantastic World Championships back in Christchurch, which has certainly helped us. You know, we still need to get medals here to gain that funding. So we've still got plenty of chances, so we're not out of it yet.
Very much so, and specifically in this match here, the women's pairs, there was some suggestion that if you get to, or one of your teams, or more than one team, get to the gold medal game, will the haka be performed prior to play?
Oh, I'm pretty sure there'll be enough Kiwis here that we can probably organise something like that for sure, Mike.
That'd be absolutely beautiful, given new dimension to lawn bowls. Just coming back to this game too, how important role do the leads play in pairs and indeed in triples?
Oh, it's very important. You know, they're the foundation. They set things up for the skipper. You know, they can make the skipper's job a lot easier with plenty of bowls on the head. So, you know, they're an integral part of both games, pairs and triples.
So Jennifer Dowd now for Northern Ireland. There's not much in this as far as shot.
Looks like Ireland might be holding one here. Blue bowl on the right-hand side.
And she's knocked Jan Khan's bowl, or knocked Manu Tomodi's bowl out. Shot of the mat. Jan Khan now trying to rescue this situation. Draw shot on the backhand.
Looks like she's on the backhand, Mike. Playing with weight down on the backhand, looking to sit the blue Irish bowl. She's close.
And just slipped through. So I think Manu Tomodi's bowl might be shot now.
Looks very closely, Mike. No indication from the Irish lead there.
Would have that would been on a little bit of purpose to give a bit of cover at the back?
I think that was the plan. Manu Tomodi just indicated that they're one down. New Zealand had the backers bowl there, so I think she's played to cover. Jan looking to sit the green bowl on the backhand side.
Just didn't quite hold its line. So the girls now going to the head to have a look. And I think one has been declared. And it is one for Northern Ireland. Singles competition gets underway a little bit later on. Your summation of the men's and women's singles. The young girl from Malaysia chasing her third gold medal in a row is going to be pretty tough to beat.
Oh, absolutely. She's a fantastic player, you know, to win back-to-back gold medals at Commonwealth Games and this type of calibre is a fantastic effort. So she is going to be the #1 target for the rest of the players.
The men?
Look, I think it's very open. Obviously, our own Ellie Forsyth will be extremely tough to beat. Leif Selby from Australia, Paul Foster from Scotland. You know, there's several chances in that competition. That's going to be really hot.
Yes, and Robert Will from Wales, who made the gold medal game in Melbourne.
Yeah, that was a cracker of a game.
Fantastic game. I think Kelvin Kirko is still running around with his shirt off.
Yeah, well, he's very well known in Melbourne for that very fact. Tearing his shirt off and running up to the Aussie fans. Fantastic sight that was.
Doesn't normally happen in lawn bowls, does it?
Not on a regular basis, no.
Keep that weight coming, Manu.
Yeah, just a little bit short on this occasion. Is it imperative for the leads to get to the head?
Well, it is really, Mike. You know, even though their job is to dead draw, it's this type of speed of green. It's very important that they're reaching the head. It makes it very tough for the skippers to try and get around in some of these short bowls.
So the set evenly poised at 3-all. Would Manu and Jan play a fair bit of international competition throughout the year?
We've had quite a big build-up to this campaign. We've had sessions in Auckland, Fiji and Malaysia.
Well done.
So these girls have spent quite a bit of time together. So they know each other very well, roomed together on several occasions, played lots of bowls together, so they're a very, very tight unit.
Donna McCloy for Northern Ireland. And she's bowled beautifully so far. I think she's just going to turn the shot over to Manu, which she has done. There's been obviously a fair bit of talk about the conditions and how humid it is. One of the other mitigating circumstances is not only the weather, but the program itself. In your triple section and here in the women's pairs, a lot of matches to get through before you get into the elimination rounds.
Yeah, there certainly is, but you know, it hasn't been too bad. It's only been 2 games a day. There was a chance here that we might have been playing up to 3 games a day, which would have been a lot tougher. But the 2 games a day is probably just right.
So you'll be here supporting the New Zealand team still in it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to the singles getting underway tonight. Obviously, the 2 girls here. Hopefully, we can get them over the line, and we'll be in the stands cheering and clapping.
As we said, a pretty important game for New Zealand in this section. Australia lead the section, but New Zealand, Namibia, Zambia and South Africa all on the same points, and all those teams are playing at the moment.
I think Namibia does have the bye, which probably probably helps our cause a little bit.
And it's tight at the top when you have a look at points the same, sets won the same, sets differential the same. The only difference really is the shot differential.
That's right. That makes this game extremely crucial.
So holding one. Jan just trying to dead draw this, rested in front of the kitty.
She'll just be drawing down, trying to get another bowl handy. It's on a pretty good track, I think, here, Mike.
Yeah, close to second shot.
Last ball's up front.
This first set is obviously very important for both sides. Whoever can rest this first set will certainly be in the box seat. And
Very good.
One, Joe. Come there, mate.
Yeah, the wind's just getting up a little bit. We've got everything tied down here with bricks and all sorts of things, but that's the first bit of breeze that we've had. A huge shot here for Jan Khan. She would love it to sit there on those 3 Northern Ireland bowls. She will have one more attempt. Jennifer Dowd now, you would think of trying to draw back onto those 3 Northern Ireland bowls.
she probably just needs to try and beat those bowls to gain the shot. If she does happen to trail it, it's a bonus.
And she's going to come up a little bit. Or it's running on a little bit. It's running on. That's almost perfect. That is a super shot.
That's a great shot. Puts the pressure back on Jan Khan now. Great shot there from the Irish skip. Just missing Chile's first bowl there.
One of the things we were talking about also before, Richard, it doesn't seem to be the huge break on this carpet. You see some of the greens in Australia, it'll really die and die in a big way with big breaks at the end on grass, but it doesn't seem to happen here.
No, there's certainly not a wide drawing a rink on any of these greens. There's a variety of bowls being used, but all the lines have been fairly tight.
Jan Khan with her final bowl in the 6th end. It's coming in, it's working. Will it stop for her? It's just run through, so you would say 1 shot to Northern Ireland, kicking 1 out, and I think that will be the scenario. So having a look at the score at the end of the 6th end, Northern Ireland lead New Zealand 4 shots to 3. Just quickly, while we have you here, you mentioned the bowls and the style of bowls. Did you come with a different set of bowls to bowl here than you would normally use anywhere else in the world?
I actually brought 3 sets with me. A variety of wide drawing bowls and tighter lined bowls. I settled for a set that I do use all the time in Australia. They seem to be very consistent.
And you look as though you've had that set for some time.
They've done me a great service, I have to say.
They're not the most modern bowl in the world.
Oh, they're still one of the modern line bowls, but no, there's plenty of newer sets floating around, I can tell you.
Well, Richard, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us in our host broadcasting position. Commiserations on missing out to going further on in the competition, the men's triples, but to you and the New Zealand team, we wish you all the very best for the rest of the tournament.
Oh, thanks very much, Mike. It's been a pleasure being here.
Come on, take your bend. It's perfect.
Yes. Still there, mate.
Not much in it, a very, very tight match here in the women's pairs. And Simon Holt rejoins us, a fabulous insight from the players' perspective of the Commonwealth Games, lawn bowls program in general, the bowls they're using, the tactics. Fabulous that Richard could spend some of his time watching with his teammates this all-important game.
Yeah, it's a terrific turnout of the Kiwi team away to the left of our commentary position, watching the girls play here. Well, they're down on the ground. They're the ones they've had to put in the preparation for this great sporting event, and we can only surmise what the conditions are like and how they're geared up for it, and how they feel about it. And yeah, it's great to get a bit of personal insight.
There they are. The man in the white cap in the front is Andrew Todd. Richard just having a well-earned drink there. Andrew Todd is the skipper of the triple side. Just behind him in the other white cap in the singlet, Shannon McElroy, who's the second for the men's triples. And once again, we really appreciate Richard giving us some insight, and we do hope that you didn't mind us talking about that and concentrating on the goals, on the bowls 100%. It gives you a great insight. Back to the bowls, and it's very, very tight.
Good bowl, buddy. 1 down, good bowl.
Shot to Northern Ireland. They lead by 1.
Very good.
You might have just seen right up the far end that Donna McCloy had a foot out, just indicating to Jenny Dowd as to exactly where she should leave the bowl, because they could see the New Zealanders wanted to turn 1 over to promote their bowl to the jack. Oh, that is well. Beautiful bowling from Jenny Dowd.
Right round the back of them.
She ran a little bit of a risk there. If she had got a wick on the jack, and the way the bowl was tracking, it might have pushed it back to that New Zealand bowl. And New Zealand have got the best two backwoods. There's the head. Those two bowls in the middle of your screen, furthest back there, are New Zealand bowls. And I think you'll find that Jan Khan will just be trying to roll the black bowl of Tamodi over. Got a little bit of weight going, and it's going to miss everything. A bit surprising she played that on shot from the forehand side.
Full wider. Another couple on. And it's an NIR's gate.
Girls from Northern Ireland playing for pride really here.
Come on.
They've won just 3 of their matches so far.
Well, the other teams must have been very good because Donna and Jenny have played some fabulous bowls so far. Just trying to correct the weight. She needs the black bowl, not the blue bowl. Oh, and she nearly got it for a roll.
Could easily have just rolled over there, couldn't it? If you'd just had a slightly thicker contact.
That's the ball in front.
Here it is. Kissed off the blue, and it needed to roll over.
Nice drawing.
It thought about it and then decided to go back home.
Jenny Dowd now just trying to make it more difficult for Jan Khan with her last bowl. And gee, she's on the money again. That is magnificent bowling. To draw it from there, get a little kiss on it, over to her bowl, now change the dynamics for Jan Khan once again. There it is, just travels through. Only the one shot you would think from there. And what she's done is she's provided cover automatically at the back with those two bowls. Those two green bowls, just at about the 7 o'clock mark from the jack, are Northern Ireland bowls.
So here's Jan Khan, originally from Rotorua on the North Island.
It's going to have to turn quickly. And it's not going to.
Even with a roll.
So it's a game of singles, Simon. In a pairs format. Under Northern Ireland.
5-3. And Northern Ireland have won the last 3 ends now. New Zealand the 3 previous ends.
Watch it on, spin the jack down there. Yeah, I'll come out for you, Dad.
And Northern Ireland retaining the mat. With Donna McCloy, whose husband Gary has been competing in the men's pairs with Ian McClure leading off. Now 32-year-old Manu Tamoti. She's been playing for 13 years. From Whangarei. Where's that, Mike? Whangarei?
North Island. It's pretty geographic, isn't it? North Island. Well, not too far from Auckland.
Okay.
Whangarei and Whakatane, as it's pronounced. It's a WH, but they actually pronounce it with the F, the traditional.
Okay.
So
Keep it clean. Saying Jan Khan from Rotorua, which is the just about the sulphur capital of New Zealand. A lot of activity, volcanic activity there.
a great tourist destination.
Wider. Okay.
Yep. Still here.
So Timoti holding shot. She's got one out the back, the one nearest the camera, the black bowl. On the left is Donna McCloy's blue bowl.
Good, Manu.
Yeah, she just, well, it's just slid through, but that won't be too bad. She's got two bowls behind the jack and one almost jack high, so not bad bowls. Probably a little bit of a looser end from both leads on this occasion, giving the skips plenty to work with.
Jennifer Dowds, the Northern Ireland skip. The first of her three bowls each in pairs. There's a few catches out the back now, Mike.
Yeah, Jenny Dowd, that one just slipped through, but it was almost perfect. She's got it on a string at the moment. Jan Khan just can't quite match her. Each of the leads will have their own battle, the skips will have their own battle. Jan might be just suffering a little bit from the nerves and the pressure of this game. She'll be keeping an eye on the scoreboard for those other crucial matches that are happening.
Thank you, Comm. Thank you, Comm.
Here it is again, and she'll trail this through, or just stop it. So don't know regarding shot there.
Down there.
Still plenty of room.
Second move.
Again, just struggling to get it up to the jack, Jan Khan.
And what she's effectively done is given Jenny Dowd another chance to be able to trail the jack through to those two green bowls of hers. She could sit three. And you would think, well, if they could get three, it's almost the set done and dusted.
Black ball's out in front.
And the way that she's been bowling, you'd have to give her half a chance.
Pulled up. Pulled up.
Just going to go inside. It may just draw a shot.
Well, a big bowl here now for Jan Khan. If she can draw the shot, she's going to come and have a look. Maybe she's got to change hands. And probably where Manu is standing now is probably the perfect line, because she's got some cover there. If she does draw the shot and the jack goes with it, it can only go towards the New Zealanders. You would think it'd be very unlikely for it to squirt over there to that blue bowl on the right. It's very tight here.
As though she would be holding shot. Let's just see. Oh, it's close, isn't it? And even close for the next bowls in the next circle.
Yeah, I think Jan Khan's got to go the forehand.
Can she get it up to the jack? She's been short throughout this end.
Well, Manu's not reacting, is she?
It's a dribbler. So there's probably going to be a measure here. Oh, yeah.
Wait! Wait!
Right. Bring the tank.
You probably hear some crowd in our effects mic. England and Malta are playing men's pairs, and it's a very tight match indeed, which is great to see. Now they've given one shot to Northern Ireland here, and that makes the scoreline 6-3 with one end to play in this particular set, and that lead is with Northern Ireland.
Well, New Zealand would have begun this match as pretty firm favourites, judging from the table standings. And we said earlier, Northern Ireland have only won 3 of their matches, whereas New Zealand have won 6. So the trend of this first set is slightly unexpected, but the girls from Northern Ireland have played well.
And just bring you up to date too, Simon, the ones that they'll be keeping an eye on is Australia, who are playing the Cook Islands, and Australia have taken the first set there 11-3. So you would think they are well on the way to retaining their top position on the top of Section A. The other games that could have an influence on New Zealand are Zambia. Zambia are leading their match 8-7. They're into the last end, and South Africa are leading Norfolk Island 12-5, and that's the completion of that first set. So it's absolutely imperative that New Zealand win one way or another. They can't afford to drop this game, otherwise they could very well miss the semi-finals. And the way Northern Ireland are playing, they're going to make it very, very difficult for the Kiwis.
That much. Onto your own.
With her final bowl.
Yeah, that's a pretty good bowl. The skip wanted it at the back, but over a little bit, so she didn't get past the jack. She wanted that a good 3 or 4 feet at the back to provide a little bit of cover. Manu Tamati now, her third and final of this final end of the first set.
Way to go.
A knock on, maybe.
Brilliant, Manu.
Absolute.
Promotes her own bowl.
Or they've got 1, possibly 2 at the moment, New Zealand. They need 3 to draw the set. And they'd probably be happy with that. They need 4 to win it, obviously. And the way Jennifer Dowd's been bowling, you think that's a big ask?
A draw would be a bit of a get out, I think.
Yeah, Northern Ireland have been the better side.
Pick up the jack here, Jennifer Dowds. Just a glancing blow.
Jan Khan really needs to be able to put in, if she can't draw the shot, she needs to be able to put in a bowl that's going to make it very difficult for Jennifer Dowd to draw, because any opportunity that Jennifer has had to draw, she's done it. And here it is again. You just saw it. She just missed out on taking that full contact with the jack and taking it back. And it doesn't matter what hand, forehand or backhand, Jennifer Dowd is just playing extremely well. And she's looking at promoting one of her own. I really don't know whether that's the right area. She really should be in between those two blue bowls that you can see, just where Donna McCloy is standing at the moment, just to provide some cover. Although Jennifer Dowd now has gone to the forehand. I think she was just trying to disturb this head.
Weight on here.
She hasn't got shot, but she's not too far away. Just a brilliant bowl from Jennifer Dowd.
Yeah, it's a measure 3 ways, Tilly. That one, keep playing up. Turn the ball
Here it
through.
is. She takes that first bowl of Manu Tomotis, just knocks one of her own out of the way and just sits, not holding a shot, but she's thereabouts. And Jan Khan really needs now to be able to take that bowl out. It's got to hold its line. And all she's done, I think, is turn it over to give Northern Ireland the shot. If it's one, if not two.
I just put another one in there. Put another one in the head.
Very well, mate. Lovely weight.
So, good look at this.
Jennifer Dowds has just played magnificent bowls in this first set. She hasn't put a foot wrong.
Well done, mate.
It looks 1 or 2 to Northern Ireland.
Time again.
It's going to be difficult for Jan Khan here to be able to take enough out. Northern Ireland have got the best back bowls, so she can't have the driver. There's no point having a drive at it. She needs 3 shots to draw the set. She's probably not in a position where she can promote 2 of her own. It's a really difficult shot.
Level, not pass.
No wonder she's taking some time. Playing with a bit of weight.
Quite a bit of weight here. And
She's done it.
She has.
Well, that's one shot. Could it be the 3?
It could well be.
I think that has been the case. That has been a magnificent... That's the shot of the set.
Oh,
she hasn't
it's a
done
handful.
She hasn't just drawn the set. She's won the set. What a magnificent bowl from Jan Khan. That's the shot of the tournament. That is the shot of the tournament.
Oh.
Now, if we could go back and have a look at... I don't know whether we can have a look at that head again before that, or after the bowl. There is... If we could go back and have a look at the head after it finished, we mightn't be able to do that. But that was just a stunning bowl. And that is an 8-6 first set result to New Zealand. That was amazing.
Very tough on Jennifer Dowds and Donna McCloy. Here it was.
Here it is again. And the 5, that blue bowl there, I just thought might have been... Here is the shot. It's coming in. Go and smash. There's the reaction. Must have moved the blue bowl back enough that those 3 at the 10 o'clock mark were in the count, as well as the other 2. That, seriously, is the bowl of the Commonwealth Games so far. To go from 3 down to 2 up and win the first set.
Yeah, it was 6-3 down after 8 ends. New Zealand win the set 8-6.
Yes, buddy, line's good.
Our World Cup heroes are back to play on home soil.
New Zealand lead!
Dogged Kiwi tenacity meets the high-energy tempo of South American flair. The ASB International Series, all rights Paraguay. Tuesday, live Sky Sport 2.
Soon you can have Gordon in the kitchen, the All Blacks at the office, and SpongeBob at the batch. iSky is coming, and that means you can watch your favourite Sky programs on your computer, wherever and whenever you want. As a Sky subscriber, you'll get iSky free. And our broadband partnerships mean you could watch without eating into your monthly data allowance. Register early at isky.co.nz so you're ready to go when it arrives, and you could win a MacBook Pro. Sky, your happy place.
Today at the Commonwealth Games, the men's tennis gold medal match on Sky Sport 4, Silver Ferns Barbados on Sky Sport 7, and on Sky Sport 8 Black Sticks Canada. The Delhi Commonwealth Games. Today, check guides for times.
And for New Zealand's nearest rival, Zambia, who are in 4th position in this women's pairs, India are doing a favour for New Zealand at this stage, India winning the first set.
Way back. Come on. In you go, big boy.
That will give the New Zealand ladies an enormous amount of confidence now to continue on. Northern Ireland must be shattered. Jenny Dowds has just played fabulous bowls, but that bowl from Jan Khan, wow.
Yep, still down there, Manu. Just bring your line and a tag.
It's Donna McCloy onto the jack.
Got the weight on the hole. This is looking. Come on, big boy. Shot.
Oh, good goal from Manu Timoti. Spirits are high in the New Zealand camp now.
Why wouldn't they be after that tremendous drive from Jan Khan?
That was a real get-out-of-jail card, wasn't it?
From 3 down to 2 up.
Yeah, good ball there. Well done.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, that was a good ball. Past the jack, directly behind the jack.
Time again, buddy.
Well, after that last bowl, she's entitled to be able to be forgiven for bowling a little wider bowl.
Hey, well done, mate. Just a bit neat, man. Just up to the ball.
Could be under the line over here. But
Yeah, no change, mate. Down there.
little collision has
Right
made it probably a better bowl than it was.
Yeah, well, the 3 best backwoods at the moment belong to Northern Ireland. You just have to spring the jack slightly to the right as she looks it, to the left on your screen. Those 2 blue bowls and the green bowls. But Jan Khan might have something to say about that.
This looks a good line.
She just wants to rest on that. Excellent. Probably not in the shot count, but I'm not going to say anything. I've just made an absolute meal of that last end.
Stop behind. Look at the draw on the ball.
But that has provided a little bit of cover there for Manu Tamoti's black bowl that's shot bowl at the moment. And she's got to play this with a bit of weight, and it might just slip. Well, no, it's bending really late, but I don't think it's taken the shot.
Yeah, you just beat that black one. You'll be close to second shot, mate. Yeah, we got one.
It's New Zealand here.
Yeah,
At
that
least
one up.
one.
She's just got to try and dead draw this. I don't know whether she's gone at it flat out. Yeah, I just think she
Just
kind
dipping
of pulled
away.
out and didn't really want to go at that.
So that's one.
If you can hear some crashing in the background.
So one for New Zealand
Just their umbrellas.
in the
Just gone
first
berserk.
game of the second set.
Come on, you English, when you can get a suntan, you don't worry about the umbrella. We had bricks on it, we had everything on it, but it's just taken off. Simon's gone to get an umbrella for himself. So a good start for New Zealand in this first end of the second set after dramatically winning that first set. It didn't take long for Northern Ireland to regroup. It would have been fair to say, and you could have forgiven them for the fact that they would have been shattered after that. They had the first set in the bag, and then Jan Khan produces a touch of brilliance.
Well, there's no suggestion really that they've taken their foot off the pedal at any stage. They were just victim to an extremely good shot. Otherwise, they'd won the 4 previous ends, lost out in the final end of the first set to just an amazing shot from Jan Khan, and we're only into the second end of the second set.
Yeah, Donna McCloy just apologising a little bit to Jennifer Dowds.
Manu. Bowl, mate. Way
Another
to go.
beautiful bowl. It's just travelled through a little bit, but another toucher. Jan Khan might need to go for more spray. The little spray that they put on the bowl indicates that that bowl is a toucher, and if it happened to be knocked into the ditch, the bowl is still alive as long as it's within the confines of the rink.
This is looking decent as well, and takes it.
Whatever you can do.
It is really puzzling, actually, Mike, the position of this Northern Ireland team.
Sitting right on your bowl.
I agree, Simon. Given on what we've seen here today.
I was just eavesdropping a bit there, but I was just saying because not only are they well down the table, but they actually beat Australia as well, winning on the tie-break against Lindsay Armitage and Natasha Van Eldik, which must have been an excellent performance. We saw those two girls win for Australia earlier in the week, and I don't know about you, I was very impressed with them.
Oh, you beautiful speed.
And we've seen on so many occasions throughout the Commonwealth Games that teams that you think should win haven't won. And we were talking to Richard Gervin before. There's a point in question. In the men's triples, they got beaten by Newey and in a tie break. But again, that was a costly loss for New Zealand.
Yeah, we saw that game, and again, Nui would have been big outsiders for that. From what we saw, I thought Richard's team were played better against better opposition. And I think that is common to a lot of these pairs and triples teams, particularly the good ones.
Jan Khan has 3 bowls. There's the New Zealand men's triples team and a few supporters.
Good track, mate.
It's not too far away. Jan Khan springing those couple of bowls there. And what it's done also is provided a little bit of relief at the back. Her bowl ran through a little bit, so the Kiwis have a bowl at the back, but they are seriously exposed as well because Northern Ireland have the best 3 backwoods.
That's good, mate.
Yes, okay. Very good.
And good bowl again from Jennifer Dowds,
Got one, Shalou.
not holding shot.
Yeah. You look to beat that one, mate.
Little bobble as the bowl, I should say, is released from Jan Khan's hand on each occasion. Just
Well, if you watch Jennifer Dowds as well, that's also the case, but it doesn't seem to be taking it off course, judging by the way they've played. Maybe at its initial speed from the hand, if it does jump, maybe it's less likely to deviate.
Come on. Come on, right up. Keep running. On yet.
oh, that is magnificent. Oh, and it's
Oh,
just
it's-
rolled the wrong way for her.
It's rolled against her.
Got one.
It is close.
That's balls that.
Having a look at here, gets there, looks as though it's going to be shot bowl and then just rolls out. Again, it's still close. Jan Khan has got a little bit of concern, and Manu Tamodi said, well, in actual fact, I think it must have been shot and she's not going to play her last. Yeah, that's probably a pretty smart move here. Take the shot. So not to upset things.
1-2 New Zealand. They go 2-0 up in the second set. Now Jennifer Dow's standing a little bit up the rink here, looking for a shortish end, Northern Ireland. It's coming around nicely. Just see in the background a fair amount of carnage. We've got a big parasol down there.
Manu,
this is looking very good. It's excellent. Gets a round of applause from her Kiwi teammates up here in the stand. Give up, Mike, on the parasol.
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Oh, a nice little nudge.
Don't tell me you had me on screen while I was trying to fix the umbrellas. I'll be having serious words with the director after this. This young lady has played superb bowls, both leads, Donna McCloy and Manu Tamodi.
it's all right. It's going to a good home. Very good, mate. Yep.
It's going to a good home. I like that. It's one out the back.
Donna McCloy didn't muck around. She was on the mat straight away. Just a little bit short.
The other hand now, buddy.
Told to switch to the forehand.
Yeah, that's pretty wise move. The fact those two bowls of Donna McCloy's at the front, if she played onto those, she doesn't want to be able to roll one of those up unless she's going to try and clear them out.
No, she's well under the line there.
Okay, it's still behind, mate.
That was a loose one.
Ball's here.
Yeah, a little shake of the head saying, don't know what I did there. But
Well, she'd been playing quite a bit on the backhand and then suddenly switching forehand.
yeah,
Some players get into a groove, I guess, where they're comfortable going one way.
Reasonably well.
Getting me falling off your arm, Herb.
Good weight.
Yes, mate, well played here.
That weight was excellent.
there's the bowl that finishes.
So both sides with one directly behind the head here.
Well done, mate.
Good second. Good shot again.
Yeah, shot bowl to Northern Ireland at the moment. Not by much. Jennifer Dowds has got those two bowls in the front that she can play onto. She's going to take... Oh, it's just missed.
But even if you're drawing
Could have taken the Kiwi bowl out there, the one to the left of the jack.
Yeah, she could have also promoted it to that back black bowl there too. So a little bit of a risky shot. Had a little bit too much pace on it.
Come on, Jilly. Oh,
Want to rest along that blue ball. Just went past the Jan Khan.
Great try. Rolling on.
Yeah, mate, you look for the ball.
It gives Jan Khan a chance here to be able to come. She can either rest that blue bowl out or trail the jack through. She's played it with a bit of pace.
It's just going down the side.
Come down,
She's
mate.
obviously trying to take that blue bowl out there between the jack and the red bowl. So just the one shot there to Northern Ireland, making it 2-1. It's been a very tight game, apart from that 5-shotter to end the last set, which was really just down to one excellent delivery. There's been not much in this so far. New Zealand have won 6 ends, and so have Northern Ireland.
And there was only one other multiple score, and that was in the opening end of the match, where Northern Ireland picked up a 2. Very tight match. New Zealand certainly know the significance of this match. Northern Ireland would love to be able to get their chances of going through. And I think given some of the other results, New Zealand might be safe, but really look to qualify in that second and third position. I think, well, Australia's there and we don't know that result. Donna McCloy, again, that is a beautiful bowl. And we probably haven't given young Donna McCloy the credit that she deserves. She has played superbly.
Track, Manu, that's your line.
Your last, you start behind the jack.
Manu Tamoti and Donna McCloy, her third bowl of this end.
Yes, you're still there, Manu. You're just a close one.
Turn.
Well done.
Great spin to Manu to sit in there.
It just held its line, and I think these greens is part of the Kiwi contingent here. These greens may be getting a little bit slower. I've just noticed the ladies are starting to take less grass than they were earlier, and the bowls are just running on.
I'm sure they're all gripped. They're watching this at the Ballymena Bowling Club over in Northern Ireland.
Well, their ladies have given them a real good sight so far today. Very stiff not to win that first set. And they're right in the set. Again, you just saw that bowler hold its line. There wasn't any real attempt to turn at all.
The yard in yours is good. Yes, red ball's that. Gently now. Gently.
Oh, very good bowl again there, Jennifer Dowds.
Well, you're thinking at the moment that Northern Ireland are probably holding 3, at least. Not surprised that there is a little bit of extra pace on this one, and I think that has missed the whole shooting match.
Staying out. So what, they got 1 ball left each?
Yeah, and Jennifer Dowds can't afford to throw in a longer bowl to counter anything at the back. Jan Khan may have a drive of this. New Zealand have got 3 shots at the back. Northern Ireland holding 3 at the moment. She would love another one on the draw here. Even if she gets a bit of a wick, no, she's not going to be able to promote hers too much. So it may be a difficult one for Jan Khan to get to. Looking at, as I look at the green instead of the monitor, there seems to be room there. And I think you'll find that she'll play with a fair bit of on-weight.
Looks like she's trying to draw it.
I think she's missed again.
Yeah, started it out too wide. Now,
1,
2 for Northern Ireland. Having a good look at other possibilities.
I think they'll have a measure.
So Northern Ireland looks sure to take the lead here. Will it be 3-2 or 4-2? And it is 3. 3 for the blue discs. And that is 4-2. Good end for Northern Ireland. Once again they lead, as they did in the first set.
Well, the tension would be starting to build in the New Zealand camp. They've won the first set in dramatic fashion. We've got 5 ends to play in this set. And there is Donna McCloy at it again. And New Zealand trail by 2. No time for panic at this stage, too early to panic. But they would love to be able to wrap this up in straight sets and not go to a tie break. A very good reply here from Manu Tamodi.
Anywhere a little bit behind, very good now.
Great grass, just a yard over in weight. But the skip won't mind that.
Well done, mate. Well,
Very good.
Sitting, Merv.
bowl's that? Either hand. You're playing this hand well, Manu. There. Line's good.
Yeah, try another one now, mate.
Words of encouragement.
Yeah, it's good advice from Jan Kahn. She was just saying, I want you to draw on the backhand again and just beat that front blue bowl. And she'd rest just behind the jack. And she's not far away. Needs a couple of extra rolls, but she almost perfect.
Yeah,
Beautiful
great
bowl again. And she promoted her own bowl. Yep, by a roll.
This last bowl's a shot. Still here, mate.
Donna
You
has
can
played
use your own.
very, very well. Well, there's 6 very good lawn bowls, Simon. Both leads playing superbly at the moment. And some thought processes going in here for both skips. Jennifer has got the luxury of being able to play onto those 2 blue bowls at the front just to roll them over a tad to be able to grab out right shot.
There or thereabouts.
Well, she's done even better than playing onto those 2 bowls. She's been able to precisely take out the New Zealand bowl. Definite 2 shots to Northern Ireland now. Similarly, Jan Kahn can play with those 2 blue bowls and try and scatter them. Jan Kahn playing with a little bit of weight.
Not going to be bad. It's another good one from Jan Kahn.
Shot bowl New Zealand. Magnificent. She had a fair sight of those 2 blue bowls. Hit them absolutely perfect. Little nudge with her own bowl on the jack through to Manu Tomodi's bowl. 1 shot New Zealand. Jennifer Dowds now has 2 chances of displacing that black bowl.
Will it come round? Plenty of pace on it.
Well, she's probably done herself a little bit of a disservice there, because that would have been about the line where she knocked that blue bowl to, would have been about the line that she wanted to attack that black bowl. So that might have provided inadvertently a little bit of cover for that black bowl.
Jan Kahn racing after this one. Can she draw another? Doesn't really want to knock that blue bowl on too hard.
And she's just opened the door for Jennifer Dowds.
Yeah, suddenly there's a big gap there.
Northern Ireland have a solitary bowl at the back of this head. But I don't think Jennifer is well, she's playing with a little bit of weight. She's just trying to give it a nudge. She's going to miss it. Will the Kiwis risk another one here, or will they take the shot?
They should try for another, don't you think?
Well, I suppose it's
the fifth end. They're 4-2 down.
The only thing, and she shouldn't with that gap, be able to hit one of the other bowls. Even if she does hit the jack, you would think that it'd either stay with it and go back with that black bowl. And right in the far back there, you can see near the ditch was the Northern Ireland bowl, which would be that's the best backwood. But she's not going to have a run of this. She's just going to try and
draw it, surely.
Yep.
Just be able to use this bank of 3 there.
Well, got 2.
That's just another wonderful bowl by Jan Khan. Absolutely perfect, and takes 2 for New Zealand.
Here it is, just taking out that magnificent bowl of Jennifer Dowds, and just sits there for 2. Great shot. Great shot from Jan Khan, and she really has produced when needed.
So it paid off to be bowled there. They could have settled for just the 1 shot, but it was certainly worth trying for the second. And now the set has a different look to it altogether. The first time that Jan Khan has produced a killing shot.
It's got to be disheartening for Northern Ireland as well. They're in a position to win the first set. They're in a position there to only give the 1 shot away and still retain the lead in the second set. And then Jan produces a bowl like that, and all of a sudden she's back to level.
Slightly loose one from Donna McCloy.
All the way, Manu.
So
Come on,
Manu
big boy.
Timoti.
Well played, Manu. Good start.
That's a good bowl. Not one past the jack.
Better right. Come on, you pushed this. Come on, Donna. That's your line now. You didn't
Struggling to get there.
Still there, mate. Goes it that far out. Through there.
Nice line up there.
You can just see the shirt of Manu Timoti fluttering. There is a bit of a stronger breeze here now.
Tracking well.
Umbrellas going left, right and centre here.
All right.
And Manu that time just rolled over Donna McCloy's first bowl. It looks as though she still holds shot. It's wide open.
That's the next shot. Ball behind here.
Struggling with her weight there. 3 bowls, Donna McCloy.
Actually got the shot, Manu. But don't worry about it, because you'll either slip in there or come under. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just came off it a little bit. Just not the weight that she would have required. So that's a very, very open head at the moment. And the way these two ladies have been playing the skips, Jennifer and Jan, that won't be the case for too long. Crucial in for both combinations.
Pretty fresh this afternoon by comparison with previous days here. Well, we've hardly had a breath of wind. And it's very welcome, even though some of the fixtures and fittings are taking some holding down.
Yes, these big red and orange umbrellas aren't that practical in the breeze. And here she is at it again.
Could be an important psychological advantage to take the lead in this end. On the backhand, looking for a way through here.
Oh, she just wanted to get a wick on that blue bowl of Donna McCloy, and that could have straightened the red bowl, the big red bowl, and taken the Jack Black back to Manu Tomodi's. It was a great effort.
It's unlucky she found the highway, didn't she?
Well, let's open it up a little bit more now. You would think on that shot, having a look at that, that Northern Ireland probably holding 4.
One blue, 2 green. Maybe the other blue to the right there.
And Jan Khan either wants to promote her own. It needs to bend now. And there's that ridge we've been talking about. It just straightened for 2 or 3 rolls. And she's having a look at it, can't believe it, and it just rolled on.
These two here.
Let's have a look at it again. It's coming here now. It gets up alongside the bowls and then just straightens for 2 or 3 rolls. There it is. It just straightened there.
Because it looked as it was going to dip inside that blue bowl to the right there. Here's Jennifer Dowds. So what do we think here? There's plenty going on for Northern Ireland.
Well, I think there's... I'm not going to predict.
We would be guessing. Athletes and bowlers and all talk about depth perception. I think I've got very bad depth perception, particularly when it comes to this sort of thing.
And you're not Robinson Crusoe. Let's have a look at the target there now.
1, 2.
2 definite, you would think.
Looks like 2, doesn't it?
That red bowl of Jan Khan is the one that is stopping Northern Ireland from getting plenty of shots, but Jan's got a little bit of work to do here. Now, she has the best back bowl. Whether she tries to run with a little bit of pace and be able to take that back. It's 4-all in the second set.
She's been very adept in this situation a couple of times already in this match, turning things round, having a drive at this.
Going to miss the lot, is she? No, she's taken her own out. She's taken her own out now. The black bowl of Manu Tamoti is there, but I think all of a sudden now that may have given a couple. We're going to go for a measure. There was the 2 definite that we saw on the screen. We didn't take into consideration too much the black bowl, but there she missed the jack only by a centimetre. That would have squirted over to that red bowl you can see in the right of your screen, and that would have been shot to the Kiwis. But at this stage now, it mightn't be that flash. It's plenty for Northern Ireland.
Here we are. A 4-shot end for Northern Ireland at a crucial stage of this second set. And the score now is 8-4 with 3 ends remaining.
Northern Ireland have played some very, very good lawn bowls. They've been consistent all the way through the match, and I think this is the thing that's kept the pressure on New Zealand. Can Manu and Jan regroup here?
Well, both sides have now had a big scoring end.
Run this now, big boy. Oh, great track, Manu.
That's short, don't it?
Give yourself a chance, yep. Not much more.
Now we're watching Manu Tamoti's bowl, and it's a very good bowl again. Yeah, it's a great bowl, a toucher. But there is some concern at the other end. Jennifer Dowds look as though she's been bitten on the leg. She's having a real look at it. We'll watch this bowl and see if we can pick up what's happened to Jennifer. In actual fact, I think she's been bitten on both knees as Donna McCloy is coming in. They've got some ice happening. You can't quite see it there. I think there was a bite there on Jennifer Dowds, and she was in a little bit of concern. She actually limped over to the ditch. But play goes on, and they've got some ice happening in that particular area. It must have been a fairly nasty bite for her to react the way she has.
A little bit puzzling because the only insects flying around are these small little moth-like creatures which don't appear to bite. She's, I think it is a bite and not a little strain.
Yeah, not 100% certain, but just back to the bowls. Manu Tamoti was sitting shot bowl. She's actually sprung her own bowl and sprung the jack away from it. But there is some concern for
this is why there's the delay here. Jennifer Dowds is due to play.
Yeah, she limped over to start with, but seems to be okay now. And I think Donna is just going to go back with her, or she's going back to have a look at the... There's some concern shown. Let's hope she's okay, because she has played magnificent bowls so far.
Couples, Jackie.
She's got a little bit of a task to do here. Twitch of the fingers. And she's just going to rest against the...
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, we've had an update. She was bitten by an insect, and she reacted very quickly to it. It must have been a fairly severe bite. They're just going to get a doctor, I believe. So Jan Khan, New Zealand trail by 4. And there's the position. She'd love to be able to get in between those two blue bowls, and it's just not going to have the legs. Oh, too close to call too.
Yep.
It's very good. Keep it here. Even you catch your own ball, pulling it in.
Just trying to... And that's a little bit wide. But in the scheme of things, maybe not a bad bowl to have there, just in case Jan Khan does get onto the jacknet trails through. It doesn't have to travel too far to be where Jenny Dowds has put her bowl. Needs to hold its line or get a wick and pull up. Did everything that it shouldn't have done.
That looked good all the way, didn't it?
Second ball, play on to this one. Split the black.
And I think Northern Ireland have seen the danger there. If Jan Khan happens to be able to get another shot at that and inhibited by a Northern Ireland bowl, they could have clawed that 4 shots back pretty quickly. Oh, she's given away the shot. Now he's a real chance for Jan Khan to be able to get that 4 shots back almost immediately.
Just draw to it. Pardon? Yeah. Well, it's the same both ways. Either way.
Big bowl coming up here.
Final bowl of the end. This looks good again. Turn. Well, she's just knocked that blue bowl forward a little.
Yep.
It's probably limited the damage there for Northern Ireland.
Well, I think it's a measure here as to actually who's got shot. If I have a look at it from here, I would have thought that that red bowl is in the picture, but no, it's the blue and the black. I think they'll have the measure. Now they're going to the black bowl, and you would think that's shot. And now they're having a look to see whether it's 2. I think it might only be 1.
It's gone to New Zealand, but only for 1.
The Kiwi's going to leave it until the last end again. Now, up the other end, there was a lot of volunteers around Jennifer Dowds with this insect bite that she's got on her knee. They came from everywhere to lend assistance. A few Kiwi supporters down the end under the tree, which provides a little bit of shade. Jennifer looks as though she's okay, but it must have been a rather severe bite.
Not sure what could have got her.
It's a wee bit shorter, Manu. Okay, that's a yard behind. You beat that ball.
Manu Timoti from New Zealand.
Way to go, Manu. Way to go.
Just past JP. Yep. Down your time. Come on, Donna. Come on. Ah, big effort.
Yeah, it was a good effort. Just nudged the jack, but just a little bit closer to Manu Timoti's first bowl.
A little bit short on this occasion. On your screen, that looks way short. This is a massive end for New Zealand. They trail by 3. This is the penultimate end of this set.
Holding one at the moment.
That far out, mate. Yep. Drawing to your bowl. If you slip past it, it's all good.
The implication being that Jan Khan doesn't want her to be short.
It's not going to hold its line. It's the right weight.
Good bowl.
There's a couple there for New Zealand, but there's plenty of work now to do for the skips. But she's put them in the position. Here it is, just coming through and settling now. Now again, those 2 blue bowls in your shot, that were in your shot, are the best backwoods at the moment. There we are, the 2 blue bowls. Jennifer Dowds has been able to draw well all day. All she needs to do is just take the jack back with her, and Northern Ireland would have 3 shots.
Just on the low side.
Well, now Jan Khan really probably needs to put one around the back. She can't play defensive. She's got to try and pick up these 3 shots. She's got 2 ends to do that, but she can't give away 2 or 3 shots either.
So what is the non-defensive play? To try and draw the shot or put one round the back?
Well, one just around the back, maybe in a position between those blue bowls and the green bowl of Jennifer Dowds. So it would give her an opportunity, which is exactly what she's doing, and needs to pull up now in that area there, in good position, so if she, with her next bowl, can trail the jack through to that red bowl. Through the gap, through there.
And the 2 blue bowls, just this side of the jack, would count.
Well, they're Northern Ireland bowls. And Jennifer Dowds now just trying to draw that well, she's got one more chance. So Northern Ireland got those 3 blue shots you can see there. Jan probably needs now to be able to trail the jack back far enough to her red bowl. And again a bobble out of the hand as it hit the carpet. She got the legs with it. Yeah, New Zealand probably still holding 2 at the moment. She would have loved that to have just sat there. This is a big bowl for Jennifer Dowds. Can he get a wick? Well, you would think on that shot there, New Zealand hold 2. There it is there. Does that red bowl come into account, or is it the blue bowl just in front of Manu there that's in front of the red? If she can draw this, it may be account for 4. She doesn't want to turn it over, though. Has it got the legs? Can it get up?
Not quite enough.
Not quite enough. So we'll have a look now. That's 1 on the left. They have signalled. It's 2.
It's just 2.
So it doesn't get any tighter than this.
8-7 with the last end beckoning of this second set. New Zealand merely need to win the end.
A draw will do.
A draw in the set will do.
And New Zealand have done the right thing here, and they've given the mat away. So they will get last bowl. Northern Ireland, on most occasions, have chosen to stay with the mat. Now, there's been a massive upset in the women's pairs. Norfolk Island have beaten South Africa. Now, even more vital now for New Zealand. They win this, they're guaranteed of getting through. Norfolk Island second last in this section. South Africa, who were 5th but still had a chance of getting through with a win, have now missed that opportunity.
Norfolk Island had only won 2 of their previous 9 matches.
Last year, Manu, you keep that weight down there. Yeah.
It's good, mate. Come on, Donna, you pushed us.
Yeah, this time, Manu.
So
We're a metre and a half out,
for
mate.
Manu Tamoti,
In here.
no time to get stage fright. That'll come a little bit later on in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals.
Track, buddy. Come on. Come on, big boy. Run this now.
Oh, good-looking
Come on.
bowl here for
Very
Tamoti.
Yes,
buddy.
good shot. And it's a big round of applause from the Kiwi contingent in the crowd.
Come on. Go, buddy.
Donna McCloy's bowl on its way.
Come on, Donna.
It's
That's
not
even
bad.
better.
Oh, 1 back.
Just the one down, Manu. Yes, you're still there. You want that much more now.
Some magnificent lawn bowls.
Will it turn? Kept fairly straight, but it's out the back. It's the only bowl out the back at the moment. It's gone through for Jennifer Dowds.
Three of the most... Sorry,
I was just going to say... It's just, these are quite tense moments here, aren't they?
Oh, these are massive bowls for Jan Khan in the scheme of things. They just need a shot.
They just need to win the end.
There's one.
Roll on. Superb ball from Jan Khan. Gives New Zealand the shot. That's all they need. But still 2 bowls each here from the skips. Jennifer Dowds. It's not far away. It takes the jack.
Not too much applause from the Kiwis in the crowd on that particular occasion. Some fantastic lawn bowls. She's got to do it again.
Jan Khan facing the challenge of drawing once more.
No, she's given up on it straight away.
Hates it. Still got one more chance.
Yep. Delivered nice and close.
That green bowl is the shot ball. Beg your pardon, shot bowl.
It's short.
It's not getting there at all.
Well, she's given up, but that's created a real problem for Jan Khan. That's right in the line of the draw, you would think. She's got to get inside of that. She may have to play with a little bit of extra weight than first thought, I think.
If she just takes the jack out into the ditch.
She can do that, but that's probably a risky shot to be able to do that, even though these players have certainly got the ability to do that. That green bowl to the left of the jack is Jennifer Dowds, is the shot bowl. Now, if she doesn't make this, there's some of the Northern Ireland team. It's members of the Triples. Just in front of our commentary position. If Jan can't make this shot, we're headed for a tie break. If she does and forces the draw, she's got a smile on her face already. Look at that. Might have been tension.
It comes down to this. It's on its way. Can it get inside the green bowl? Can it take the jack? Oh, just a glancing blow. If she'd taken it flush. And it's 1 to Northern Ireland, and the set goes to Northern Ireland. 1 set all. We're into a tie-break here on rink number 1. (8-6) in the first set to New Zealand, 9-7 to Northern Ireland in the second set.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and boy, am I excited.
There is a buzz in the air, and it's going to be a cracker.
Finally, here they come.
The ATM Cup, North Harbour, Wellington and Tasman Bay of Plenty. Today, live, Sky Sport 1 on the Rugby Channel. After their historic World Cup heroics, the All Whites play on home soil for the first time.
Chance New Zealand! They've scored!
Catch the huge white wave of football fever as our boys show the world we're a force to be reckoned with.
New Zealand lead!
Dogged Kiwi tenacity meets the high-energy tempo of South American flair. The ASB International Series, All Whites Paraguay, Tuesday, live Sky Sport 2. Brought to you by Volkswagen, driving New Zealand football.
Was the most ordinary toss of a coin I've ever seen in my life from Mo Tamati. It bounced and bounced up onto the ditch, all sorts of things. So a tie break and real tension here for New Zealand. A couple of the results have gone their way, which will aid their cause. Now, Norfolk Island have pulled off a massive upset by beating South Africa, which tipped South Africa out of the competition. And there's a real tense match going on between Zambia and India. If Zambia happen to win this, they will leapfrog New Zealand on points. But New Zealand would still qualify because they have a better for and against than Namibia, who have finished their campaign. So New Zealand, you would think, go through, and I won't confirm that because I'm not 100% certain, but looking at the sheets that we got in front of us, that would be the case. But they would love nothing more than to be able to secure this and put it beyond doubt.
That bowl's that much, mate.
3-set tie break, and it's a cumulative points, not ends one. 3-end tie break, I should say, not 3-set. Thank goodness it wasn't a 3-set tie break.
Your speed's good, Manu.
Donna McCloy just short those couple of bowls.
Well done.
And that's straightened a little bit too.
Yeah, it's
But it's a beautiful bowl.
A good one.
What a great reply too from Donna McCloy. She's grabbed the shot. Well, that ended up getting on the wrong side of that ridge or whatever the imperfection is in the green and took off to the left. So not the bowl that she wanted to finish with. However, she's in there. She's got a couple behind the head, but Northern Ireland hold shot. This is the first end of the tie break.
Racing through.
Yeah, she was trying to take that black bowl out, I think.
This is rolling on well. And that's right up to the jack for Jan Comm. Terrific delivery between those two Donna McCloy blue bowls. Pace. This is the front bowl.
Well, she's succeeded in knocking one of Manu Tomodi's bowls back out of that. So at this stage, New Zealand holding one. Then Northern Ireland, that blue bowl on the left of the jack as you're looking at it there now, would be the second shot. But it's wide open. I think she's just trying to draw in another one here. I don't know whether it's up, whether it's got the legs. Now, the best backwood is Northern Ireland. That bowl you can see just at the bottom of your screen. There it is.
They're very nearly touching.
Chance maybe to spring that jack. Jennifer Dowds.
Well, it started to bend late, but it's going to go through the gap. So first advantage to New Zealand at this stage. And Jan Comm would love to be able to draw a second shot. The target area will be the blue bowl of Donna McCloy.
She started it out pretty wide. The last thing she needs to do is get too close to her own red bowl. It's coming back. Not quite enough. Oh, it did fall. But it'll be one for New Zealand. First end of the tie-break. Yeah, if she could have just drawn a second there, Mike, with just 2 ends remaining, would have been a little bit of a comfort zone.
Yeah, the tie-break is, as I mentioned earlier, a cumulative shot score over the 3 ends. Now, it happens to be all square at the end of 3 ends. We will play a 4th end. So set all, as you've seen there. Now we're into the tie-break. This is end 2 of the tie-break. And a fascinating game of women's pairs. The final sectional match for both teams, in actual fact for Northern Ireland, their final match of the Commonwealth Games for 2010. Now, in the other match, New Zealand will definitely qualify in the top 3 now, because India have beaten Zambia, so it takes any doubt out of play. And the draw for the men's and women's semi-final playoffs will take place in the members' lounge, or the athletes' lounge, at 3:30 local time. It's 3 o'clock here at the moment.
Yep. Still there, mate.
But first things first, the completion of this match.
Timoti trying to draw a second.
Way to go, Manu.
Just needs to roll on a little.
It's good, mate.
I see you out going, Donna. You're trying to get to you. Come on, you're trying. Come on, Donna, you're trying.
Donna McCloy.
Oh, well, that's the big effort.
Still got it.
Gee, she's bowled well. We probably haven't given her the credit that we should have through out of this. We've concentrated on the 2 skips, but all 4 players have been in this match right from the outset. They have played superbly. Just going to cut across the front. Maybe even give her own bowl a bit of a nudge up. That's not too bad, but she needed to hit it a little bit harder than that. But got 1 in position. Northern Ireland have got 3 behind the head. Jennifer Dowds, who's been one of the stars of this match. Oh, she's given up on it already.
Didn't seem to come out of her hand very well there. Jan Khan has 3. Jennifer Dowds 2 bowls to play.
Jan Khan strides up to the other end, the far end, here at the JN Sports Complex, Rink 1, women's pairs, and nothing in it.
Here it comes. Has it got the legs?
Yeah, fairway short from Jan Khan. And from that, you just can't really tell who was shot bowl.
We had an overhead just now. It looked very difficult to be sure about. This is out wide again from Jennifer Dowds. It's going round the back.
I think that was a little bit deliberate, Simon. That's 3 shots she's got at the back. Now, she may very well be thinking that she's going to have a run. And she'd have to be seriously accurate through that gap of the 2 black bowls.
Well, that's right. How's she going to get through? Jan Khan after this one.
She just wanted to take that bowl out. But also now, that's if it stayed on. I can't. Yes, it stayed on. It's probably changed fractionally. Jennifer Dowd's thoughts here, because now she can't throw the jack into the ditch because New Zealand have got the best backwood at the moment. There it is. You would probably think New Zealand fractionally for shot.
Here it comes.
That's until this.
It's turning pretty well. And that's a great bowl.
Super bowl from Jennifer Dowds.
So Northern Ireland take the shot.
Just having a look at this. And Jennifer Dowds has drawn so beautifully all day. Picasso stuff.
Jan Khan just has this one bowl beyond the jack.
She's got a little bit of a target there now too, Simon, with the blue bowl and the green bowl. There it is, just on the left of the jack. If she could take those 2 out, but at the same time she might run in the danger of taking her own bowl out, which she wouldn't want to do. It would leave multiple shots for Northern Ireland. Maybe there is an element of danger there. Maybe she's just got to try and draw the shot.
Here it comes. Oh, it's just gone through between those 2 Northern Ireland bowls. And so that is 1 for Northern Ireland. And this couldn't be closer.
Well, 3rd and final end. 1-1 in the tie-break. After 2 ends. What a riveting game.
Now, Northern Ireland won that last end. They've retained the mat. Do you think that's good tactics, Mike?
It's worked for them most of the match, Simon, so they'd be quite happy in taking the mat.
But on at least 2 previous occasions in this match, Jan Khan has struck with the final bowl.
But she's not going to get the final bowl. Oh, yes, she is. Sorry. She is. And in a big way.
Turn your head.
Manu's close. But a skip won't mind that just sliding through.
That's all right.
Just great bowling by the girls. Really is.
There again. This time, buddy. Hold,
She
big
got it
boy,
this time.
hold.
Little nudge.
Beauty.
And Jan Khan raises her right arm and salutes Manu Tamoti. Here it is again. Takes out Donna McCloy's blue bowl and rests Jack high, a few inches away, but here comes another.
That's a toucher. It just moved it slightly.
Still got it, Manu. These bowls are that far behind. Yep. Still there, mate. Just allow a bit of turn and sit in there.
Now, what Jan Khan was signalling, if we can hold that shot there, that blue bowl, which is just behind the jack, she wants Manu Tamati to come in and sit on that blue bowl.
That's the story, buddy.
Is it the story? Oh, it doesn't look bad if it's got the legs. Slow down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very good indeed. And it dropped for her as well.
Not exactly what she was thinking, but she'll take it.
It's a bit risky taking the jack through there.
Yeah, well, she could have given the 2 shots
Absolutely.
away, but it just, the pace, it just died for her. She was able to set it, but you might find that, you know, Jennifer Dowds now might be able to try and shift that.
This isn't far away either for Jennifer Dowd. Gets in amongst them, and that takes it. Oh, what an end this is proving to be
Just
here.
Fantastic bowl, Simon, and good on the Kiwi supporters too. They know when it's a good bowl, and they gave that a generous round of applause too.
This match commanding the attention here. Jan Khan, red bowl on its way. Is it on the underside?
Yep,
it is.
big way.
It's well off. Still Jennifer Dowds with the shot bowl.
I change it, yeah, we hold. Hold and jack or tuck change, yeah. Anywhere here's good.
Out on the backhand. Can this come back? It can't, surely.
No, see where Donna has got a foot. She just wanted one there just in case Jan had a crack at the head here. Where that red bowl is, and I'm just wondering whether we can widen or get us a bit of a wider aspect of this particular shot that we're looking at. That's the red bowl, see at the bottom right hand of your screen. If that jack happened to be propelled out of bounds on your right hand side on your screen as you're looking at it, or even in the ditch on the right hand side, the spot mark would give that red bowl the shot. So what I mean by spotting, the jack goes out of play, it's 2 metres from the back of the ditch in the centre of the rink, and then 1.5 metres to the right as you're looking at it. That would be the spot mark, and that would certainly give the shot to New Zealand. Now, Jan may very well have a run at this to try and spring that. Jennifer Dowds has one to play.
Jan has two.
Whether Jan has a crack at that on this occasion.
Here it goes, looking to pick up the green bowl.
It's missed everything.
Not going to come in.
Now she's going to have to go down and have a look. Jennifer Dowds has one more bowl.
Now, what will Jennifer do with this? Maybe try and put in a blocker or something.
Yeah, I think she might go around the back to try and where Donna was saying before, exactly where her foot is now, just to put in there and try and draw the spot, where the reset spot, if you like. Now there it is. Jan's got a couple of choices. She's got to try and get rid of that green bowl somehow, which is sitting on the jack. New Zealand have the best front bowl and the next best, the black bowl you can see there. Then it's Northern Ireland, then New Zealand. If she hits it, she's going to have to hit it hard. You would think, to be able to spring the jack out on the right-hand side here in the middle. Now coming to the right of your screen, that's a Northern Ireland bowl. It's a really, really difficult shot to play. We saw her the last end of the first set play probably the shot of the tournament to pick up 5 shots.
This is all about trying to predict how the jack will behave.
There may be the blue bowl that's right back towards the back of the ditch may have something to say if the jack is respotted as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not the red bowl that's the critical bowl for New Zealand. Here it is, the last bowl of this match.
On its way.
It's missed. It's missed.
It's going to be Northern Ireland. It's Northern Ireland's match. They win the final end of the tiebreaker with 1 shot. 2-1 in the tiebreak. A long, tense match here on rink 1, with the final scores 8-6 to New Zealand, 9-7 to Northern Ireland, 2-1 crucially to Northern Ireland in the tiebreak.
What a magnificent game of lawn bowls, the women's pairs. New Zealand came into this match in 2nd position in the Section A of play and were looking to consolidate their position. There was just some stunning bowls. That 5 shots, which was the last shot of the first set, Jan Khan just smashed the head and picked up 5 shots. No one could see where they were coming from, and that got them the win. They were 3 down or prior to that, then went to 2 up to win the set. The second set ebbed and flowed. New Zealand got away to a 2-shot lead, and then Northern Ireland got that 4, and that was on N6. It was a tremendous shot. Then New Zealand hit back with a 1 and a 2 to get it within a shot. Then Northern Ireland got a 1 on the last end of the second set to pick up the set 9-7 and send it to a tie break. Then in the tie break, New Zealand got the first shot, Northern Ireland got the second shot, and then Northern Ireland got the 1 in the end to be able to win the match. The Kiwi supporters would have been disappointed, but I think, Simon, that's one of the better matches that we've seen in the Commonwealth Games. All 4 ladies, there wasn't a passenger in either side throughout the entire match.
And just looking at the various ends and each set, Mike, it's interesting that New Zealand won the first set but won less ends than Northern Ireland. And then in the second set, Northern Ireland won less ends than New Zealand but won the second set. Bizarre.
Very true, and that's the way it happens, those cumulative ends. the amount of shots that you can pick up here. So Manu Tamati there, just obviously a little bit disappointed that they couldn't finish off this campaign. I'm pretty certain that they will go through now to the next round of competition, but I think it really has diminished their chances after wins and losses by the others of actually getting that #1 spot and going straight through to the semi-final. But Simon, overall, a match I thoroughly enjoyed for a variety of reasons, none more so than all 4 players played at their best.
Yeah, it went into the tie break, 3 ends on the tie break, and it went to the very bitter end, and it was a thrilling match all the way.
Our little corner of the globe has had a profound effect on world rowing.
Gold for Drysdale.
Now, for only the 2nd time in New Zealand, the world's elite come to our playing field. The iconic Lake Karapiro.
They've gone up another couple of notches.
A thrilling 8-day-long regatta with over 50 countries competing in over 20 classes.
This is the arm wrestle now.
Watch 18 Kiwi crews take to the water and see 4 defend their World Championship titles.
They mean business this year.
The World Rowing Championship starts October 31st on Sky Sport 1. Coverage brought to you by Aon.
New Zealand's Natalie Rooney. Just 1 target behind Anita North going into the final.
Yes, just a little nibble there, just on the outer edge.
You see the background there. It's a fairly broken looking background and not particularly easy on which to pick up the target, and that's a miss.
Success for Stanton.
Yeah, there's only a few targets to go.